Alrighty. It is a beautiful spring morning here in Oviedo, Florida, and I am headed uh, right now to the uh, downtown Oviedo section. Going a little faster. I got a little late start leaving the house. I did not factor in walk time, and I actually need to find a cut through here. It had been a nice walk so far, though. So, gonna go for a little bit here. We're gonna walk into the downtown Oviedo area, and I will attempt to look for some of the Oviedo chickens. The Oviedo, Florida area is noted for having chickens just roaming around, just hanging out around the places, and you will see when I get there. So again, this view right now is not, I did not want to show it, but it was the time that I set the stream up to start. So I went ahead and went live, coming down here to the bike trail, down the path. Watching where I'm going. Okay, so here we are. Here is a bike trail that comes by here. And we're going to head to the downtown area. And there are a couple things. This is called the old downtown area of Oviedo. But it hasn't been like an official downtown. It was just kind of in historic days, it was more of a downtown area. But as time went and the, residential areas started spreading out as people came into the area. So it's still considered the old downtown area, but they started building a new a new downtown area not too far from here, and so there's a little park. There's businesses, there's some housing there. Uh, so anyway, but this bike trail goes into the this older downtown area, and this is where the chickens are. And I hope that we find some chickens, because it would be so awesome. Oop, apparently someone has created a new cut through. I did not know about this one. That's good to know. So I hope your Friday morning is going very well. It is actually not as hot today, which is why I decided to go for a little walk and look for chickens. So this bike trail has a lot of like bike trails, I think, that are current. It used to be the train tracks. Used to be a lot of trains that went through the area, and they used to grow celery here back in the day. And if I'm not mistaken, some like oranges. so, so right here is the backside of a very popular restaurant here in the Oviedo area. This is the Townhouse Restaurant. I've eaten there several times. It used to be more over here where the kind of the more main intersection is, but they expanded that roadway, and so the restaurant moved just a little bit down the road, not very far at all actually, and they actually were able to make the restaurant bigger, and it was really nice. So this is a new like a strip mall here. It's just a couple of shops in there. Little ice cream shop. Um, Good morning, Pearl. I am looking for chickens. Um, Sometimes there's some hanging out over here, but we are definitely looking for chickens. Sometimes they're like over here in hi Disney Trash Can, happy Friday. Oh, that's all right. I know that my live streams are a little late at night for East Coast people, but people's schedules are obviously very different. So um, people over going west, obviously it's not as much of a problem, but there's some pretty red flowers here that looks like hibiscus, but they're not open yet. But anyway, thank you for coming in. We are looking for chickens. We're getting close to the old downtown Oviedo area, and you don't hear any chickens. Sometimes they like to come up into the trees here. I know at one time they used to. So it's this peeky peeky right here. We're gonna peeky peeky for the chickies. Nope. Okay. It is nice and cool in there. Nice shade. It's not a hot day today, but it is still sunny. So, oh, these are pretty. Let's find one to show. These purple flowers here. There's one. Purple flowers. This one right here. Awesome. All right. So here is where this bike trail kind of ends. So we're just going to cross the street here safely. We're going to look both ways and we'll cross the road like chickens do. Chickens cross the road. And let's take a little peek at the sign here. This is the bike trail. Seminole County, across Seminole Trail. I'm just resting in the shade because, as you can see, there's not. It's full sun right out there on the roadway. So and I do have a hat on. Anyway, let me go over and head to the crosswalk over here. And there is actually a sign here. And I need to watch it because there are, okay. Well, I thought there was a crosswalk over here. Looks like I may just have to wing it. Anyway, here's the sign talking about, yes, girl, me too. Chickens need to be able to cross the road safely and freely. So here it is. Let me go ahead and read this out. This might be hard to read on the screen. So this is Oviedo. It says, in the late 1860s, Confederate veterans and freed slaves from the war-devastated South began to move into the settlement called the Lake Jessup Community, to be joined later by others from northern states and from Sweden. One of the Swedish immigrants, Andrew Allen, appointed postmaster in 1879, named the new post office Oviedo after the city in northern Spain. About 1870, Dr. Henry Foster from New York hired local men to plant citrus groves on the shores of Lake Charm and Lake Jesup. After the Great Freeze of 1895, farmers began to grow celery, first in Oviedo and later in the rich muck of Black Hammock on the south shore of Lake Jesup. The two crops, citrus and celery, became the mainstays of Oviedo agriculture for many years, with celery production reaching a peak in the 1940s, and it is continued on the other side. So let's continue to the other side. Oviedo can claim many contributions to Florida agriculture, among them introducing the Temple orange into Florida about 1900, when Butler Boston, a local nurseryman, budded the Jamaica orange in the groves of J. H. Lee and others. Hunting and fishing in early Oviedo centered on the creek, Econolockahachie, and the river. St. John's transportation was by boat on the river until the plant system railroad Atlantic Coast Line, now the Cross Seminole Trail, reached here in 1886. And the FC&P Florida Central and Peninsular, nicknamed the Friends Come and Push, and later the Dinky Line, connected to Winter Park in 1894. Oviedo was a community of 500 when Seminole County was carved out of Orange County in 1913, but had grown to 1,800 when it incorporated in 1925. Today, Oviedo is home to thousands and a crossroads for the old and the new. So there's just a little right up there on Oviedo. So if you would bear with me, I'm going to do like the chickens do and cross the road. I hear the cockle-doodles. So we're going to cross. We're going to find them. We're going to find our cockle-doodle. So right over here. So actually, I'm going to walk down here and show you the front side of the townhouse restaurant. There's a chicken, a rooster, little statue thing there. It's a beautiful day here, actually. Blue sky, not that many clouds. All right, cross the road. We're going to do the chicken shuffle here in a minute. Make sure I wait for a clear crossing. But anyway, there seem to be no cars now, so we're going to play. Nope, there's a whole line of cars. I'm going to head back here and I'm actually going to do what I should have done before. And I'm going to go use the crosswalk at the light. No, this is taking a little longer because they totally redid this intersection, and there was a crosswalk, not at the light, but now looks like the best crosswalk is actually over here at the light, and I didn't realize that. But hang on a little bit for me. I have been hearing a rooster crowing, so we'll see at least one rooster over here. This is the light. This right here is Central and Broadway here in Oviedo. It's been like the main intersection for decades. Central and Central. So Okay, so it's going to take me a minute to cross and actually find the chickens. But this is a look at what used to be the First Baptist of Oviedo. They now go by a different name. This is one of their original buildings. I'm gonna actually end this stream and wait till I get over by the chickens. Um, so look for a part two. There will be a part two coming up here very shortly after I get across the road. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part two. Have a happy Friday, and remember to follow the happy.